Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be talking about the life path number 5 in numerology. Now, numerology numbers can, like the life path number, can be seen as by some as like the intrinsic, intrinsic number. This is the number that's broken down. In this case, broken down from your birthday. But anyway. As far in again, what I want to talk about too is the life path number. I mean, is really good. It can be about your destiny, your mission, your purpose. Now, I don't think it supersedes as far as your astrological chart, because remember the life path number is just one component in your numerology. As far as your whole reading and all the elements connected with it, but the astrology chart as a whole is very complex, and it's much broader than just your numerology life path number. Astrology chart is like basically it's like an intricate piece of machinery with many components, and it's very complex. But anyway, I don't think the life path number supersedes your astrological chart. But anyway, as far as life path number goes, as far as number 5, I see this as like a correspondence with Leo, the 5th house. This could be a person that could be very gregarious, very extroverted, a person that might desire the limelight and likes to really be that life at that party, so to speak. It could be a person that can be somewhat boisterous, needs that attention, clamoring for attention. Somebody that could be a person that could be very audacious and not averse to taking risks. This could be a person that may never be seen as prudent or fundamentally cautious. Now, however, like if somebody has the life path number 5 and they have their astrology chart, if their astrology chart suggests somebody that's more like introverted or more cautious, I mean, if you have like say preponderance of planets below the horizon in your chart, and majority of your major astrological influences in feminine signs, that person in the chart might be more introverted and introspective than typical life path number 5. But if you have like say a lot of astrological energy in earth signs, you could be very much more cautious than the typical, more prudent, more assiduous than the typical life path number 5 person. The life path number 5 person, again, could be very extroverted, gregarious, likes to may really almost compulsively take chances, and somebody that may not be able to do something that's overly mundane, monotonous, or tedious. It could be a person that might be averse to some kind of regimented schedule. Life path number 5 may thrive on a lot of excitement in their life. It could be a person that might, it's like the jump out of the helicopter, of course, with the parachute, the bungee cord jumper, riding the motorcycle with no helmet. Well, you get the idea. It's a person that really often will not be apt to take precautions and things. It's a person that life path number 5 can be somebody that just wants to kind of do what they're going to do and not be held back, not really have to worry about authority or have to be under the auspices of someone else. They often would like to gravitate toward a leadership position, perhaps, since I do see this as this number 5 corresponding with the 5th house and Leo energy in astrology. It could be a person, though, on the negative side, really, with life path number 5, a person that might enjoy, playing a lot of games and not, might in some cases may take precedence over more serious matters. It could be a person that might like to play a lot of board games or video games and doing things that are more fun and enjoyable. Person dominated by their hobbies, their fun, amusement, enjoyment, as opposed to taking hold of more serious things in their life. So I'd say that would be a danger with the life path number 5 person. The life path number 5 can be someone that is somebody that, again, could be very, very audacious, very bold, and have a lot of daring energy in them. And it's really important for this person to remember, to not be overly consumed with all this enjoyment and things connected, like with partying and all their fun. And again, it could be a life path number 5 may not exactly have a surfeit and abundance of discipline in their life, and they need to learn to take precautions in matters in their life, and not really really just not need to evaluate pros and cons. It could be the life path number 5 could be the kind of like the reckless gambler syndrome. If you're a person with life path number 5 and you're involved in some kind of gambling and investments, it's really important to be very prudent and careful regarding what you're doing, because there could be a tendency to be somewhat impulsive and not look at the pros and cons, or evaluate potential prospective investments thoroughly and extensively. They need to be in the way they need to be looked at. Now, if you have, like, say in your astrology chart, let's say you have a lot more conservative energy, like a lot of like a preponderance of energy in earth signs, you could be more prudent, more cautious, more about premeditation than the typical life path number 5 person. If let's say, say, like, if you have like a sextile, you have Venus and Saturn in a sextile or trine aspect, you may be more cautious regarding things of a monetary nature, more disciplined with your spending habits and than the typical life path number 5 person. So, again, I don't think, life path number in numerology can have certain significance in terms of the energy connected with the person. It can give certain destiny or mission or purpose, but again, I don't think it supersedes the astrological chart in terms of its influence that it exerts on a person. So I would not, just look at the life path number numerology and just isolate it and say, well, this is me, that's it. Because there's obviously more things. There's more to your numerology chart and energy as opposed to just the life path number. And you do have an astrology chart too, and there are things called genetics and what's hereditary. So there are other factors to look at in terms of the person as a whole, and in terms of how they're going to act, and it's not just about your life path number. So I think that's very significant to remember. And this is a person, again, life path number 5, I could see as somebody that could be, the consummate party, or the person that is the really the constant life of the party, the person that can be very gregarious, extroverted, could be somebody that could be very entertaining. I think of positions that this person could have as far as jobs in life could be somebody that might work in a party store, could be an owner or manager of a party store, actually. A person that could be in a circus or some kind of entertainment field, or something that requires something that it gains some kind of notoriety and attention. It could be something like acting or being an actress. The life path number 5 can have a proclivity to dramatize things very often. So that is another thing that they need to be looking at in terms of trying to curtail to some degree. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube segment for my take on the life path number 5 in numerology. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about the life path number 6 in numerology. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.